to do it. So as a researcher focused on the past, I would like to provide as many hints as possible to those that have the difficult task to build predictive models. So, for example, in the SPHeritage study area, I think that we will be able, if the project succeeds, if we have enough data to find out what we would like to know about relative sea level change, I think that we can give a contribution to the knowledge of the geodynamical model of the area, because in this area it is still to be assessed the rate of uplift, and particularly we have to still to understand how, if different uplift rates can be applied, should be applied to different tracts of the Ligurian coast or not, or if during the last 100, 200 or so thousand years, the uplift rate, which is moderate generally, but is the same. So this could be the contribution that we could give to refine the geodynamic model. And the second question was instead about the relationship between coastal fluctuation and well, coastal instability due to sea level rise and human behavior. Actually, I do think that we have to trust archaeologists first. I mean that we shouldn't think that our way of our interpretation of the reasons of human behavior in terms of environmental change is the right answer to what they see. So I think that we should be modest in this regard and simply be the ones that highlight that some behaviors can be related to environmental evidence, to environmental change, and then talk with them and discuss with them and accept also their different point of view, so we don't become deterministic in the wrong way of the term.
Thank you, Marta. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Are there any other question for Marta? Okay, so I would like to do a very little consideration and question before ending our meeting. And I am very fascinated by the paleo-environmental reconstruction, as you know. So I am very interested in the sea level with application, as I have already told you before our meeting. So I was wondering if this tool could be used also in the high cost sector, because I find that is very interesting, the live reconstruction of the evolution that you have shown us. So could this tool be used also in high cost sector, or?
Yes, of course, because you simply have to put the digital elevation model, combining bathymetric and topographic data, and this is it. The model works.
Oh,
So,
okay.
well, and you have to combine it obviously with the sea level curve. You have these two input data. So it is a sort of like a recipe when you cook. What comes out depends essentially on the ingredients that you put in the recipe. If the ingredients are good, the result will be good. This from a general point of view. Then I think that what sea level vids needs to get improved is the visual character. I mean, there must be probably skills of filmmaking, of 3D animation making that could improve very much our results, and particularly in the case of rocky coasts, where I mean, a minor shift in sea level elevation causes a very minimum change in the coastal displacement. So in this case, probably we would require some visual artifact to have better results.
For example, could be very interesting to reconstruct the evolution of a shore platform, no? Could be very, if we have the bathymetric, a precise bathymetric reconstruction of a shore platform formed during the Holocene, for example, could be very interesting to reconstruct the shape of this platform in this time span. It's possible.
Yeah.
We are
nice
trying
to try
to do
different
this.
approaches and to see also the weak points that undoubtedly we will find out. So,
Claudia, please. Richard, okay.
Yes, I just have two curiosity and question about the project. Of course, you showed us in your presentation all these different sites. They are both important. They're important from both an archaeological and geological, geomorphological point of view. So my curiosity is: are you planning even to work or connect with the local authorities for even the preservation of these interesting study sites? And the second question is always a curiosity. If you are just planning to work in the Italian and French sector, or maybe you are thinking about even study other coastal areas?
Yes, thank you. This is a very difficult question because the project is aimed also at is aimed also at studying the site as a geoheritage. So there are two colleagues from Milan University that are devoted to this, and they will certainly do a very good job. The problem is that I'm not pretty sure that this very good job will be exploited by the local authorities, by the cultural heritage authorities, and by the administrative authorities of the area, because the area is very difficult from a sociological point of view. It is a complicated area where you have many different critical points concerning mostly the fact that in the caves now there are, for example, persons that are refugees and try to leave Italy and go to France, that live in there. And although it is an archaeological area and it is protected by the local archaeological authorities, so and then also the municipality of Ventimiglia is very addicted to keeping this area out of interests that are likely to cause problems to them. Well, so I'm not sure that this will be able to happen. It would be very fine. And also I suggest to all of you, if you go to Nice sometimes, to visit the Lazaret cave, where this has been done in a very simple way, in a very cheap way. The cave has become a sort of theater where you can experience the effects of sea level change and of settlement of human population settling. So it's quite effective and quite nice. It could be done, but I'm not sure that we will be able to do this at the moment.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Claudia, for your question, and thank you, Marta. If there are no other additional questions, I think that we can conclude our meeting, today's meeting. I don't know. Okay, perfect. So I would like to underline my thanks to Marta for her very interesting presentation, but also for supporting our activity. It's not the first time that she attends our meeting, so thank you for your support to the Neptune activity, and it was a very interesting lecture, and I hope we can organize some activity with our students together in the future in person. And so thank you again, and thank you to all the participants for your for attending this event, and I hope we can meet online next month when the Professor Marange will take his lecture. So thank you again to all the participants, and I hope to see you soon. Okay.
Thank you, everybody. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Ciao.
Bye.
In Italian. Ciao Marta.
Ciao Marta e grazie a tutti.
Ciao a tutti, buona serata.
Ciao Paolo.
Ciao Paolo.
Bye, ciao.
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 Gaia, posso stoppare io la registrazione?
Sì, grazie.
Poi si salva automatica, vabbè, poi quello lo fai tu, che io non so dove si riprende poi. Allora, interrompi.